going, everyone? It's Liam Carrison here as we get into another episode of The Mandalorian. It's episode 3 of season 3, and I'm excited to get into this with these first two episodes being pretty neat so far. With the first episode, it was more so setting things up in terms of what we're going to be contending with for this season. And I guess with the last episode, we kind of crossed off one objective from the list as Mando, of course, bathed in the living waters, which is something that was, I guess, a high priority on his list in regards to redeeming himself. So, yeah, of course, there were a bit of complications there with a certain mythosaur, which we will definitely not be exploring further down the line, whether it's this season or next season. So yeah, but it was really, really great stuff. It was very, very intense, especially with General Grievous's cousin, I guess. Yeah, we also had, you know, a bit of Bo-Katan action as well. So yeah, it's definitely going to be very, very interesting to see where things will head from here onwards. So why don't we get into episode 3 of The Mandalorian season 3? Let's go.
Did you see anything alive?
Alive? Like what?
Oh,
Let's get out of here.
I definitely think that, you know, especially now that Mando says I didn't see anything. Bo definitely did. That Grogu's going to be the one to tame the mythosaur baby. I don't know.
You will forever have my gratitude.
I would invite you in for a feast, but I'm guessing that helmet isn't coming off again.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way. Grogu said this is the way. Oh!
Took a hit.
Something's coming up.
Oh, this is gonna be absolutely sick. Duh, you're not gonna do that. Oh!
Heading to you.
Oh man, this looks so sick though.
Don't worry. I grew up flying these cliffs.
R5 is just done with this shit today. It's been a while.
One down, one more to go.
Let's go! You can't go wrong with SWAT imps.
No.
Oh, nah! Shit! Not the fucking... I guess it's a good job she wasn't sitting on her throne.
Let's bombed my home.
Her heart gave out.
Padme?
Had simple organ
Yo, Padme's shit, kid!
Her death would have been easily preventable. It was then that I vowed to make it my life's work to help others avoid such needless loss. Thanks to the groundbreaking work of the Kaminoans,
Padme's just like in the heavens, like
an individual from a single genetic strand.
The mysis blossoms are in full bloom, and oh my, are they something to see. Ah.
Eyes on the road, bud. Eyes on the road. Well, what? I say eyes on the road. What road? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
I didn't expect to see anyone from Moff Gideon's ship here.
Oh shit!
Gideon? I didn't know you worked for him.
I heard he escaped the route.
Shit! Yeah. Ooh.
I
Yeah.
heard they hooked him up to a mind flayer.
What?
I try not to think about him anymore.
Oh, this kid's... Like I said, you don't have to condone what the Empire did, but you can appreciate, like, the small things, like the catering. Unless that's poisoned.
Sometimes you have to trust your gut. The New Republic is trying their best, but they're struggling. There are lots of capable people who want to help. You understand what I'm saying?
I am really, really skeptical. Like, she's
What is that?
probably gonna land him in shit.
Please refrain from physical contact.
Wow!
You knew that was gonna happen, didn't you?
Oh!
No littering.
Sorry.
Oh!
Let me buy you a photon fizzle.
She really was stirring the shit there.
Research involved cloning and genetic engineering. That class of research is expressly prohibited by the Coruscant Accords, Section 13.
And
Section
she's
7.
trying to encourage him to
Do you have
continue
any further
this.
questions?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I guess not.
Thank you for continuing.
Idea, I know it is, but I really believe
Stop.
that.
You want to help the New Republic. They just can't see it yet.
I don't like Dr. Pershing. This
We
is.
can get you a mobile lab station. But it would require going outside our designated perimeter.
Oh my god, I don't like where this is going for him.
But I assure you, this is truly helping the New Republic.
Oh, he's being tested here, isn't he?
Warning.
Like, you can really see it in his, like... Oh, there's... I don't know, I
Are
feel
you
like...
experiencing any undue stress due to work or
I feel
personal
like those
life?
biscuits are laced
No.
with something.
Correct.
And that supersedes everything else?
It does.
Then why are we
Thank you
suppressing
for continuing
ourselves?
to be an important part of the amnesty program.
Oh.
Take a deep breath, Doc.
Don't look suspicious, Pershing.
Be fine. Remember why we're doing this.
For the Republic, the New Republic. I had to use a Battlefront 2 reference. When you just can't afford to pay your toll. Just... You know, the underground... Oh my goodness. No, it's literally the underground. This is the tube. Except less crowded.
Have you done this before?
Shit.
Where do you think I got the biscuits?
Wow. I mean, that is a point, I guess. But you know what? They're no longer, you know... I hope you want to stick to that. I just love how they are slowly trying to get to them too.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
I didn't really have a chance to think about it.
With the Empire and all of that, it kind of really... Oh.
What was that?
Kind of really restricts the imagination.
It's the ship settling. Keep
Yeah!
Stop!
Shit!
Amnesty Scientist, L-52, raise your hands. You are under arrest.
Did she rat him out? Had a fucking feeling.
It's a non-invasive experimental treatment recently approved for rehabilitation.
No, it's a mind
Wait,
flare.
what?
It's a similar device, but we found at low voltages it can be used to help soothe select.
What the
traumatic
fuck
memories.
is...
Experience quite refreshing.
Please just let
Is
me
that what you call
I was just
it?
trying to help.
This will only take a moment. I'll be here when you wake up.
You don't understand.
Wait, oh my god.
It was a trap.
Because he's a Mon Calamari. You. Completely free. You can't be serious.
I was witness. He fell into the depths and I pulled him out.
Okay, you could have kept that information under wraps, Bo. But technically she bathed in the waters as well.
Bo-Katan Kryze. By creed.
She technically was in the waters.
But I do not walk.
Bo's like, wait, what?
Did you bathe in the waters?
Technically?
I did.
And have you removed your helmet since?
This is the way.
Bo's like, I did not sign up for this shit. What? What? Wait, what? Wait, what? Interesting. Bo's just like, wait, what? Wait, what? I mean, I was gonna say it. I mean, because, you know, Mando did technically have the intent to go. Yeah, it was, I guess you could say, kind of interrupted, even though it wasn't. You know, the Mythosaur didn't let him finish, but still bathed in the waters. And if, you know, he was in the waters anyways, and Bo went, so technically she would have bathed in the living waters. But she she accidentally got herself assigned to the way the Mandalorian, even though that wasn't the intent. So that's definitely going to be very interesting from here onwards with Bo's story. So yeah. But I mean, she was very, very startled when she saw, we picked up from the last episode when she saw the Mythosaur and all of that. And I am wondering if, I don't know, with the prospect of, because I know a lot of people were talking about the fact that, well, she should technically hold the Darksaber, especially with the fact that she was more proficient with it, which obviously she was, than Mando was in the last episode. And there's a lot of, and of course, you know, she does have eyes on the prize as well, but also, yeah, it would be very, very, I don't know, full circle for herself, really, to have it once more. So, yeah. No, that was very interesting stuff, though, because I mean, it was more so focused on Dr. Pershing and this kind of whole Black Mirror environment. Because I had a feeling she was gonna absolutely throw him under the bus. I had a bad, like, the moment, like, the moment she encouraged him to pursue something that he was passionate about, even though that the New Republic were not going to be too pleased about it, I was like, yeah, she's I'm suspicious, and here we are. So yeah, and they were all fucking in it, really, testing him, and now he's a complete blank slate, I guess, considering the fact that she cranked up the dial. So yeah. Oi. But it was a really, really good story. I really felt invested by it. And I know a lot of people talk about the fact that with the Book of Boba Fett, we had an episode that, you know, cut away from Boba for most of the episode with Return of the Mandalorian. And that really divided some people, because some people liked it, but some people were like, well, this shouldn't be in the Book of Boba Fett because, yeah, we're focusing on the Mandalorian, and it's essentially making it the book. It's essentially making the Book of Boba Fett Mandalorian 2.5. And, you know, things could have been handled better that way. But I feel like with Dr. Pershing, he's obviously been a character that's been associated with the law of the Mandalorian, of course, way back in episode 3 of season 1. As well as the fact that this could potentially set things up further down the line, since now we've, I guess, kind of delved with, like we've delved with the living waters and all of that, and we've still got, like, what, 5 episodes left to go. Yes, I did count. So, as well as the fact that there was the Moff Gideon mention, that's definitely not going to bite us in the ass again. But it was just very. It was a very, very. It was a very, very interesting thing to pick up upon, like Dr. Pershing's story, and how he was trying to be rehabilitated, but yeah. He got played like a damn fiddle. Yeah, I didn't mind that episode whatsoever of The Mandalorian. It was pretty investing, like, especially seeing development and getting an idea of life within the New Republic, should I say. And not just that, though, but just picking up on Dr. Pershing. Obviously, I feel like this episode is going to be very fundamental in terms of what might happen further down the line this season, like especially little bits and pieces in regards to Moff Gideon, because at the start of the season, I wasn't sure if we would be getting Moff Gideon content this season, because of the fact that, of course, Mandalore's out there, and with the fact that there is this idea of unity with the Mandalorians, and, that's kind of gotten a bit of steam with Bo-Katan's situation in this episode, which we'll get onto, like, towards the end, probably. That's definitely going to see that unity of the Mandalorians, and not just that, though, but obviously there are other bits and pieces to I guess focus on. We still got those pirates to deal with as well. So, but I definitely do feel like with Dr. Pershing's story and just everything in regards to the cloning tech that he was trying to acquire. Obviously, he got busted by G68. So I feel like that's going to definitely come back to play in the further down the line this season. So yeah, but it was very interesting, like, seeing Dr. Pershing try to have that kind of revitalization by being a part of the New Republic and trying to help them. But obviously there is that, of course, there is that dwindled potential that he feels that they possess, because he is trying to justify using the technology. He's trying to say, this can help the New Republic and all of that. And there were moments, like, throughout this episode where you had that droid assessing him. Okay, do you have any resentment to your co-workers? How are you finding an environment, etc.? There was that first interview scene where he was, fine. He was completely fine whatsoever. But that second one, you could tell that he was getting kind of frustrated. He was already denied the first time. He was already warned about being denied about using the technology, trying to continue his work. And he is just getting infuriated about the fact that this research could help you guys. And yeah, it's just kind of infuriating for him in small doses, where they are just not recognizing that whatsoever, because I feel like there were little seeds to I guess I don't want to say attachments to the Empire, because the vibe that I got, like, especially in his first appearance in episode 3 of season 1, the vibe I got from Dr. Pershing was that he wasn't really on board, but was pretty much happy to be alive. It seemed like he was just kind of reluctant to help out that other empire. I've forgotten his name, but that that Imperial who was wanting to acquire Grogu in episode 3 of season 1. And he's always had that kind of, like, I don't know, cautious atmosphere about him, I would say. So yeah, and at the end of the day, he does seem to have that passion for something that could be very fundamental in terms of helping. Like he obviously gave that talk in the beginning in regards to his mother, and he feels like, this like, it's still early days for the New Republic. This could really help you out, but they are not really having any of it. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie though, with the biscuits, because he obviously expressed that's, you know, an aspect that he misses, which is really, really great that, you know, that they are not fully saying, you know what, I miss the Empire totally. They are saying they miss, you know, small aspects like the catering and all of that. You can afford to do that. You just don't have to condone what they're doing. I thought the biscuits were going to be laced with something like, I don't know. You just throughout the episode got a very, very bad vibe, especially for especially with G68, who I feel like is still working with Gideon, of course. So that's going to be and of course there was a little mention in the early part of the episode in regards to you know, rumors about him, which, like I said, I feel like I feel like there is a bit of confidence that we're definitely going to be seeing Moff Gideon come towards the end of the season. So yeah, but yeah, I thought, especially with the fact that I don't know, I think I was just getting very, very anxious with, you know, the frequency of the biscuits, I would say, that they were laced with something, that she spiked them in some capacity, whether it was, you know, I don't know, brainwashing, a brainwashing technique to push him more to the Empire side of things, or something like that, or just, you know, general poisoning or whatever. I was just so certain, but it was more, I guess at the end of the day, it was more so rosying up and buying that trust, really. So I mean, she did try to get she did get close to him in order to make sure that, you know, nothing suspicious is going to happen, and then obviously she busted him. But more to the point, obviously we had that bit at the end where it was really, really dark with that kind of, oh, it's a relaxation device, etc. Basically, yeah, she cranked up that dial. So I was definitely getting that vibe. I don't know this what's going to happen to him afterwards, but I was getting a vibe that, okay, he's going to repeat the same day, basically. Like that that kind of Black Mirror environment where he is completely removed from what's happened during the day, and it's kind of like a loop for him. But they're going to keep torturing him, especially with the fact that, I mean, don't get me wrong, it seems like, it seems like G68 is still working with the Empire, but to the New Republic, she's fully, yeah. Because they seem to have totally bought the fact that, you know what, you're a success. Sadly, Dr. Pershing is a failure. And then when that person went out the room, she decided, okay, let's crank up that dial completely. So yeah, that's why you're saying, okay, so she's playing a very, very nice sly game to the New Republic, because they think, okay, well, she's been completely rehabilitated, but at the end of the day, she's still got some tricks up her sleeve. So yeah, and she's using that to her advantage to help Moff Gideon. So the whereabouts of Moff Gideon at this moment is probably going to be down to Kane. So because of the fact that she has the New Republic fooled. So yeah, but yeah, I was getting real Black Mirror vibes, like especially with the you know, cleansing of the memory, And, you know, I was just thinking, okay, well, like, there was a part of me thinking, like, you know, hooking him up to the Mind Flayer, etc., and all of that. You're basically gonna make him go through this program until, you know, he gets it right, I guess. So, it's this torture, like, it would be this torture device to anyone who was aligned with the Empire. So yeah, it's just really, really messed up, isn't it? But, I mean, it all made for a very, very great episode, like, especially seeing the, like, over the course of the episode, seeing how Pershing was just getting fed up with the squandered potential, I guess, so, yeah. But, yeah. It is really, really interesting how they are trying to rehabilitate those who are aligned to the Empire. But it is just really, really messy, isn't it? So it was really, really great though to see some world building in Star Wars. Really, like I said, I do feel like some people might think of this in a similar... I don't know, because I feel like the way they cut away to focus on Dr. Pershing not only is going to have significant relevance potentially towards the end of the season, but also I think it was done just in overall, in terms of quality and writing and all of that, better than what they did with Return of the Mandalorian for the Book of Boba Fett. So, yeah, but... it was just really, like, messed up towards the end, like, especially with what happened to Dr. Pershing, so, and I think it definitely works for him, because of the fact that, like I said, I feel like with his character, there is a more, like, there isn't this hard, strict characterization that, like, wallsed up kind of personification that a lot of the characters aligned to the Empire we've met have. There is for me, I've always seen that kind of reluctant, skitterish attitude from Dr. Pershing. So it's not something like, you know, I don't know. That's the vibe I've always gotten from him from the couple of episodes we've seen him from. So, yeah. But, oof. But yeah, we had, of course, small doses of Mando, Bo-Katan, encountering the Covert as well, towards the end, where Bo accidentally cleansed herself, I guess, because obviously that wasn't the intent. She was happy, well, I was going to say sitting around on that chair. It's a good job she wasn't sitting around on that chair, because otherwise, like I said, she would have been Kentucky Fried Mandalorian, so, yeah. But that was a really, really intense dogfight, though, between those TIE interceptors, I think they were. And, of course, Bo and Mando, especially Mando's, like, drop to his ship. And then he took off, and then obviously that Imperial was not going to have the best day. The objective was to make sure Mando wasn't going to get into his ship, otherwise you're fucked. And here we are. So yeah, but yeah, it was really, really great stuff. Especially in terms of Bo-Katan, because I feel like she's definitely going to get more. I don't know. She's definitely gonna feel like she is getting more knee-deep in terms of starting to believe in the way, of course. So, especially with the fact that she saw the Mythosaur and all of that, and she was really, really startled, and now she's been cleansed accidentally. And not just that, though, but obviously prior, like I said, she was sitting around in her chair all day, not really bothered, and now she's being embraced. Of course, it was an accident, but she's now starting to be embraced until she does take her helmet off. But will she, though? Because, I mean, she could have took her helmet off, I guess, like in that dogfight, but then obviously we wouldn't get this defining moment where she's been accepted, and this could start to set up the fact that you know, she's no longer alone, etc. And now she can start. Now she can have a reason to follow the way, I guess. So it's going to be very, very interesting in terms of seeing where her character is going to go from here onwards. So yeah, but yeah, it was a really great episode. Like I said, I really liked the focus on Dr. Pershing and how that could potentially set things up further down the line for probably the final couple of episodes this season. But overall, it was a pretty great episode, in my opinion. So yeah, but yeah, until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my Media Feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!